What is life and how do you value it? Are certain lives more important than others? These are the questions asked by Nick Stone in Dear Martin, Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds, and Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Saenz. The first book that I want to share with you today is Dear Martin by Nick Stone. Justice is a smart kid. So smart that he gets a scholarship to leave his neighborhood school and live at a private school. The world he lives in now is so different from the one where he was raised, even though it's close by. Some days he just wants to pack it all in and go back home. After years at the private school, he still feels like an outsider. Justice is the kind of kid who always does what is right, and doing what is right is exactly what went wrong. He gets a text one night that his girlfriend is drunk and wants to drive, and he goes to help her. As he is out to help her, he ends up getting arrested. Soon after, the officer who arrested him is killed in the line of duty. This death, alongside the death of other unarmed black men, Justice struggles to understand the teachings of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Throughout the book, Justice writes a series of letters to Martin to try to come to terms with the world in which he lives, a world of debate, a world of black and white, and a world with too much violence and death. He writes in his first letter to Dr. King, quick intro. My name is Justice McAllister. I'm a 17-year-old high school student and full scholarship student at Brazelton Preparatory Academy in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm ranked 4th in my graduating class of '83. I'm the captain of the debate team. I scored a 1560 and a 34 on my SATs and ACTs respectively. And despite growing up in the bad area, not too far from your old stomping grounds, I have a future ahead of me that will likely include an Ivy League education, an eventual law degree, and a career in public policy. Sadly, during the wee hours of the morning, literally none of that mattered. I recently met Nick Stone at a conference, and she's a compelling storyteller, but she's also a really good listener. Nick is the type of person who'll sit down next to somebody and learn their story. Her desire to understand people, her family background in law enforcement, combined with her storytelling ability, invites you into the world of justice. Prepare for a roller coaster ride of emotions you won't forget. Be sure to check out Dear Martin by Nick Stone. The second book that I want to share with you is Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. In some neighborhoods, there are rules to follow. Number 1, no crying. Number 2, no snitching. And number 3, revenge. Will lives in one of these neighborhoods. He's a good kid and tries to avoid the violence around him. But this story begins with a shot that kills Will's brother, Sean. The rules. Number 1, crying. Don't. No matter what, don't. Number 2, snitching. Don't. No matter what, don't. And number 3, revenge. If someone you love gets killed, find the person who killed them and kill them. What would you do if someone shot your brother and you knew exactly who did it? Would you kill him? Would you follow the rules of the neighborhood? Will plans to do just that, follow the rules. Inside the forbidden dresser drawer, Will finds his brother's gun, tucks the heavy metal into his waist, and heads out to follow rule number 3, revenge. He boards the elevator and begins the long way down. Today is one of those busy days where the elevator picks up people at every floor, each one questioning if Will has what it takes. Once he finds his brother's murderer, what will he do? Does he even know what comes next? Filled with love, hate, stray bullets, intended shots, and the heart of a neighborhood, you will not be able to put this one down. Jason Reynolds' words will tear at your heart, make you laugh, and above all, question whose rules we're really following. Be sure to check out this novel in verse, Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds, to discover if Will has what it takes to follow the rules. You won't regret it. The third book that I want to share with you is Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Saenz. One summer night I fell asleep, hoping the world would be different when I woke. In the morning, when I opened my eyes, the world was the same. I was 15, I was bored, I was miserable. As far as I was concerned, the sun could have melted the blue right off the sky. Then the sky could be as miserable as I was. Hands. They seem so simple. You use them when you talk, use them when you eat. but they can also assist in killing a person and saving a life. Aristotle is a loner. He's never really had a friend. He has a brother and 2 sisters who were born before his father went to war in Vietnam. He was born years later after Vietnam. Vietnam changed his father. The father that his sisters and brother had is much different from the one that he had. His sisters visit, but they have families of their own. And his brother went to prison when he was 4, and no one talks about him. He doesn't know why. His brother's name isn't mentioned. His brother's photos are long gone. It's as if he never existed. All this fuels the anger that simmers in Aristotle, the anger that comes out when he gets into fight with other kids. Then one summer, along comes Dante. Dante's kind and considerate. His family quickly takes to Aristotle, and after many long years, he's finally found a friend. Dante is everything that Aristotle wishes he could be. But is his life worth saving? Are there just certain things we do without thinking? I'm a sucker for a great character, and Aristotle is one that I missed as soon as I finished the last page. If you want a book that you can revisit time and time again, check out Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Saenz. Do you think that certain lives are more valuable? Does the color of your skin or your sexual preference allow someone to be less valuable in another's eyes? These books question the value of a life. The life of cops, life of unarmed black men, lives of members of the LGBTQ community, lives taken because someone killed a close friend or family, and lives taken in the name of war. Be sure to check out Dear Martin by Nick Stone, Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds, and Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Saenz. Thank you so much.